Anderson here for a meditation a day. Today it is my honor to bring you Dr. Jane Mountrose. She's coming to us with a meditation called A Sacred Journey Through the Week Ahead. Very looking forward to this, Jane. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to it too. So I'd like to start by just explaining a little bit. Over the years, one of the things that has always been my focus and my belief looking at things holistically is that everything's connected and everything has meaning. And as time goes on, I just tend to delve deeper into what those meanings are, which took me to a point a while back where I started looking at the meaning of the 7 days of the week that we just kind of go through and, they continue to happen to us. Whereas if you look at them each day having some esoteric significance, each one becomes more meaningful. And the week as an entirety actually becomes a process of growth and opportunity. So what I'm going to do is walk you through a week, and the week as I experience it starts with Sunday. So we kind of have to back up to yesterday, and then we're going to follow through with a group intention, and that intention is for having maybe the most miraculous week ever, or certainly having the intention of having a miraculous week. So with that also, it made me think of Archangel Raziel because he's magical and and miraculous in himself. So I'm going to invite him to join us, and then we'll have other things coming in with each day representing one of the planets or the sun or the moon. We have 5 planets, the sun and the moon, in the 7 days, and just following through what the general message is for us and the intention and focus is for us each day if we want to bring more meaning to each day of our lives. So with that, I assume we're ready to begin. Good. We can do, as usual, just start with breathing, closing your eyes if it's comfortable for you and if it's safe wherever you are. And we are breathing in light from the divine. We're opening to the heavens above us and the light all around us. So breathing in the most wonderful, magical, miraculous, loving, harmonious, whatever you need, peaceful, generous, wonderful light. So breathing in that light and then exhaling and releasing with the exhale. You might even take a couple of good letting go of anything that's dense or heavy that might be holding you down and preventing you from opening fully to the opportunities that are here for you. Asking any energy that is not yours to leave your space. We all pick up energy. And similarly, bringing any of your own energy that you've left elsewhere back to you. And just feeling yourself more present in your body in the moment, breathing. And now, as I mentioned, we're looking at how we can move through the week with more intention. And I'd like to invite Archangel Raziel to join us with he comes generally, as many people observe, a rainbow of magical light, just wonderful rainbow of light, every color of the rainbow. And he can help us to recognize the hidden blessings that are woven into each day of the week and the magic that is here for us. So inviting him and just sensing, if that's comfortable for you, is sensing his energy around you and all through you, like a breath of fresh air. And starting with Sunday, of course, we have to kind of backtrack a little bit since we're on Monday today. And what is often thought of as the beginning of the week, Monday, But Sunday is the day that is connected with the sun itself. So, and we're awakening to the light. It all started in the Bible, let there be light. So we could say this as this being the beginning of the cycle, to take this moment to invite the light of the sun to flow down over you, bringing in that magical light. So Sunday, being about light, represents awareness and remembrance of who you truly are, vitality. Light is vitality. It is the light of the sun that brings life to everything and everyone on the planet. Purpose, vision, illumination. So you can ask yourself, how does this divine light of the sun want to flow through you this week? And this is a beautiful question for Sunday. I generally focus in the morning, early in the morning, on my intention. And this being the beginning of the week, what wants to happen? Thinking about it, then I felt like we needed to have a collective intention. So you can focus on the sun shining miraculously down on you with the light touching your heart, blessing every cell of your body with vitality, clarity, purpose, and an intention, part of our group intention of having potentially the most miraculous week ever. Or if that sounds like too much, just having the most miraculous week possible for you now. When we focus on miracles, we tend to be moving in that direction. So you can just allow that warmth of the sun with the intention of it holding miracles for you, just allowing it to flow through your entire being and creating for all of us the most miraculous week ever. Just feeling that in your body, in your cells, in your bones, that is your intention. And that brings us to today. And Monday, though so many people look at it as this busy week of running into the activities of the week, Monday relates to the moon. So it is actually about taking whatever that light is and bringing it into your inner world. So it's interesting to consider not rushing into the week as so many of us do, rather just entering it softly. So we're opening to blessings from an emotional level and from a soul level, focusing on sensing and nurturing the seeds of this intention of having the most miraculous week ever. Just feeling the light of the moon. Often it's viewed as being over a landscape with a lake where the light of the moon reflects. Just a beautiful scene with the moon where you can open to the divine in you and that kind of softening into your inner world and opening to your inner truth. So in this case, what is true about this desire for a more miraculous week or for a miraculous week for you? What is the opportunity that is there? And your heart knows. The heart is the center of our being, and it knows what is true and right for us. So there might be something specific. It might just be general. You can just trust whatever your heart is telling you and allowing that intention and the emotions, the feelings of opening to the miraculous flow through you now. And imagine now the week ahead that is flowing into every day of the week, feeling calm and receptive and guided, just in that place of allowing. And I sense Raziel is mentioning there is magic in this, just in this, and opening opening to the truth within is where the magic really begins to emerge from within us. So you can feel that truth in you. So now from here, we're projecting our awareness to the week ahead and what might be possible with miracles in our lives. And opening now, Tuesday, is Mars. And so it's awakening courage and strength. So drawing on that desire that comes from the heart, now we want to give it strength to manifest. So the moonlight transforms into a glowing white horizon, or glowing red, I should say red horizon, enlisting your inner strength, standing tall and feeling power in the very core of your body. And if that's foreign to you, it is our natural state. We are strong. We are more magnificent than we know. So just feeling this energy, breathing in that strength now, feeling courage and the possibility that this week could be even more miraculous than you had considered ever before. And what that might mean to you. Can affirm silently, I move into this week that's filled with miracles, with courage, feeling focused and strong and deserving. Of course, always deserving. You know, the divine is just waiting for us to express our intentions. We always deserve the callings of our hearts. So you can send that spark of determination and courage as we move forward from here. So this is Tuesday, illuminating really the power that exists in you. And this takes us to Wednesday. So it is a journey that is taking us now to Mercury and opening the mind and our ability to communicate and express what we're intending. So now the scene around us becomes light and airy. You can imagine the god Mercury with the wings on his feet, if you're familiar with Mercury. Just feeling those wings on your feet, the lightness and the brightness of the opportunities that are here. So this is a stage with Mercury of making sense of the intention of creating miracles. Because it is about really thinking it through. What would a miracle mean to you? Or what would a miraculous journey mean to you? Compared with maybe the way you generally experience every day of the week. Mercury, the god Mercury, is a magnificent spiritual being himself. Just a wonderful, wonderful opportunity also with all of this to connect with these beings of light maybe we haven't ever communicated with before. And he can help us to clear our minds, to open to these opportunities with ease and wisdom, to express our desires cleanly and openly. And again, following the callings of our hearts, bringing everything that we have gathered so far this week into a sense of mental harmony and a clear ability to express our intention. So just, again, breathing in that lighter air. You might even want to breathe that light into your mind. Our minds become foggy when our intention is not clear. You can just clear out any cobwebs in your mind, any areas where there is confusion or anxiety. An opening to even more clarity on what we're intending for ourselves now. And this takes us to Thursday, which is Jupiter. And Jupiter, the largest planet, it's about an expansion. So now you can imagine the air around you feeling more expansive. And you might even want to imagine that field of light around you expanding out. We're more than we know. And we can expand. You can also hold your arms out. Just allow yourself to experience on a bodily level what that expansion is for you. If you're not holding yourself back and holding yourself in, envisioning this vastness of the sky around you, the vastness of the heavens, and just breathing that expansion into, again, your entire body, your field of energy, your very being. So this is the energy also of growth, of blessing yourself, blessing your intentions, blessing the positive potential this has for the world if everyone can open to the truth in their hearts and creating miracles with love. It can help us also to understand how important we are individually. We may not realize how meaningful what we do is in the larger sense of the world. You might ask yourself, how can I grow beyond any limits I might impose on the miraculous life that is here for me now? Ask and it is given. If we don't ask, we cannot receive. So we can just affirm for ourselves that I welcome miracles. I welcome miracles and opportunities that are beyond my imagining. Knowing that life is always intending to support our highest good. And with that expansion, you might feel your body wanting to straighten up even more. Just straighten up to receive those opportunities that are here for you. To be in that place of complete openness to the divine to provide for you. And Raziel says you can also add a few sparkles of rainbow light if you want. Feels really good. So with that, feeling optimistic, feeling like you have a bright future. And the bright future is now. Everything actually is now. As we envision the miraculous as a field of energy that's all around us. And this brings us to Friday, which is Venus. Beautiful Lady Venus. Always makes me think of her. And we can invite her also to bless us with cascades of loving light. She's all about love and appreciating yourself and beauty and opening to the divine. So you might imagine now you're entering this nurturing garden of possibilities. It's your soul's garden, where everything is growing beautifully with your intention of making your life more miraculous now and always, if you wish. So what does that garden look like? What's growing there when you have the intention of something miraculous happening? What are you wanting to nurture? What are you wanting to love? Of course, it always begins with loving ourselves. Because when we have that, we just overflow with it. So allowing that love and compassion and gratitude, all of those beautiful feelings to bloom within you and within your garden. You might even have a place for yourself right in the middle of the garden where you can look all around and see the vastness of who you are and the beauty that surrounds you, with this intention of creating a more loving world, a more loving life for yourself, and allowing miracles to happen. Honoring the beauty within yourself and all around you. And again, Raziel suggests some more rainbows of light, bringing in that really magical and miraculous energy and feeling the fullness of it. Now we've gone through 6 of the 7 days of the week. In a way, I see also the sun. The sun is rising and shining brighter than ever in my garden. And with that, with your heart filled with love, we come to Saturday, which is Saturn. And Saturn is really the day of completion and refinement. And it's an opportunity, kind of, you could say, a final opportunity to release anything that is not serving you in the realization of this dream of creating a more miraculous life. So again, as you exhale, letting go, just letting go of any more cobwebs or dense energy that you notice around you and within you. So this is a day again of reflection. Saturn is more disciplined and more focused energy, and again releasing. And you could say harvesting. If you imagine your garden again, what can you harvest as the week comes to a close? What kind of miracles might be happening? And of course, you can follow this week through all the way to Saturday and see what happens then. And you can also prepare for it now with your intention. Just allowing yourself to thrive in this garden of miracles, if that's what you want. Of course, you can call it whatever is most suitable, whatever the callings of your heart are calling for. It is true, though, that miracles are available for all of us. And you could say with Saturn, I am grounded and wise. So you're fully bringing your intention into form. I build the miraculous into my life with truth and wisdom, a sense of wholeness and completion. Of course, the journey doesn't end on Saturday. What happens is we rise to a new beginning, and we can have even more miracles in the week, the week that follows. So what does this mean to you, traveling through the week in this way? How might it help you to have those kinds of focuses for each day? Because each day is bringing a different aspect of yourself into your reality to consider and to nurture, and to actually be more intentional with what you're creating and how you're creating it. Starting with the light, pure light from God, from our Creator, from the sun, and then allowing it to touch your heart, which knows what you want to do with it, and then following from there all through the blessings that lie ahead for you. And with that, just again, allowing Raziel to bless us all with more of that rainbow light. And hopefully with a clearer picture of what's available for you. And an invitation to honor honor yourself, honor who you are, as you bring more light and love into the world in your own unique way. So with that, I want to thank Raziel and Lady Venus and Mercury and all of the beings of light who are working with us, who are assisting us, who are available always when we reach to them with a pure heart. And now returning to focusing on your body, where you're sitting or resting, your feet firmly on the floor, the ground, or imagining them there, grounding yourself. And breathing in more active energy now, preparing to come back to your normal waking state with, hopefully with more gifts for yourself and for others. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Thank you, Jane, for this. I know that you have a visual representation that you set up every day. Do you mind sharing that concept?
I'm not sure I quite understand what you're asking.
You've got your little dish with something that symbolizes the day.
You mean the tray that I put my intention on?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
it's kind of a magical thing where in fact, for each day of the week, I start, let me see if I have, I don't have it here. I throw them away at the end of the day. But what I do is I write, since I throw them out, there's probably one in the trash. Here.
I should have prepared you, Jane.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, it is kind of an interesting thing. What I do, this one is gold. So I use the color of the day. I didn't mention the colors. There are colors associated with each of the planets also. Yeah. You'd think I could find one. Well, one of these must be one. I use a piece of paper that's gold too. Here's one you can see. Okay, so here's one. Here's one for Wednesday. So these are, what I do is I pick 3 words as to clarify my intention, and then I have a statement. I'll say, my mind is clear, focused, and open to understanding. I express my truth with ease and wisdom. So I have this message and I fold it toward me. This is kind of a magical thing. And I put it on the tray, and with a card, I usually pick a card from somewhere from the tarot, and then I light a candle over it. So it's actually a way of just bringing, with a magical kind of tool for bringing things into reality. And there's a little more to it also, but it is, I think, having ways that we can make our intentions physical is good. Like just writing that down, like 3 words. What 3 words represent how I feel about whatever this day is? And what I've found also is of course, for me to begin, I'm not a person who understands astrology even all that well, or any of those things. So I've been learning about all the planets, but as with anything, over time, it becomes more real and more fun. Like Wednesday, that was Wednesday. Mercury with the wings on his feet. I just love that. And now I imagine the wings on my feet. It actually brings all of that kind of higher dimensional energy fully into your reality, especially if you write something about it. And you could just write it in your journal, however you do it. But I like lighting a candle over it, and I leave it there with the candle. This is actually, it's one of those not real candles.
Right.
We have a dog who eats candle wax, so you can't leave candles around. But it's very easy and fun.
But I think it's interesting. You've said a couple things that I think are interesting, but one of them is with your Wednesday, with Mercury, it's light and it's airy, and you're soaring And in the 3D, people tend to think of Wednesday as hump day, like you're just barely getting over the hump, and it's a completely different energy about
Well, a
that.
lot of the days are when you think of Monday, people think of like rushing into the week, and actually you don't want to rush in without knowing what you're rushing into. So it's actually a time to enter the week, and also doing that, connecting with your heart, what your heart is wanting you to do with it.
Right.
It's
Well,
interesting. It is interesting. Most heart attacks occur on Monday of all the days of the week.
do they know why that is? Do they have
Well,
a
people going back to work and all the stress. I think that's the association.
yeah,
But we go, and it's interesting. It's the heart attack. Like the heart can't handle the way that we're conducting our lives. You could say that's what the message would be. And it's serious,
right.
following the heart and just taking that time to really settle into what our hearts are calling us to do. It's so important. I mean, what percent? I have no idea what percentage of people actually do that, but I don't think it's I don't think it's a huge percentage,
Right. And
and it's so valuable.
yeah, I appreciated it when you said our minds become foggy when our intentions aren't clear. Just kind of moving through the day without,
Right, right.
yeah.
Well, if you imagine going through, if you whatever intention you want to set for your week can start as the light enters on Sunday. What is the light wanting to touch? I think, and that to me is such a beautiful experience in itself, just asking the sun to bless you with pure light. And that is, it's not foggy, it's pure intention that we can use. We have to grasp it and do something with it.
Yeah, beautiful. Jane, thank
And
you.
it's wonderful.
Yeah, thank
It's
you.
fun.
Yeah, thank you so much. Do you have the colors handy that you can just whip through, like Sunday is this color,
Well,
Monday is this color?
Sunday is gold. I mean, they're usually, you can even look it up in AI or something. In fact, you could get a journey through the week probably in AI. Sunday is gold. I think of it gold, probably, or orange. It's the sun color. And then Monday is more moon colors, like I think of a soft blue,
Okay.
or silver, those kinds of colors. And as you saw, I write my intentions with the color of the day. Like this one is Sunday. My gold pen is not not very um,
Yeah, it's sort of
dark,
gold.
but
Yeah,
it
it's
is
gold.
purpose, vitality, and authenticity. I am one with the sun's vibrant, loving light, and I am grateful. That's what from last Sunday. But it doesn't take that long, and it's so meaningful. And you fold it toward you, meaning you're bringing it to you, and then do whatever you want to do with it. You could put a light on it or something. Anyhow, okay, so we have Monday, moon,
Tuesday?
Mars is the sun, or Mars is red, and like I said, I think there are usually more. There's more than one color that would resonate with it, but that's the one that Wednesday is green for Mercury. Thursday, Jupiter is gold, I think, or orange. Orange. I
Okay.
use orange. And then Friday, for Venus, of course, you can have pink or
Okay.
pretty violet, whatever. And you can use your heart, I suppose, to determine the colors too. But these, I think, are the more uh, generally accepted ones. And Saturn might be, I mean, I think of kind of tan or that might be orangish too. I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
What I have it in my journal, but I don't have it right here.
That's okay. I appreciate this.
Yeah,
Thank you
but
so much.
you can't. AI is fabulous. You can just ask what are the colors associated with the planets and days of the week.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Jane, is there anything you'd like us to know about the work you're doing with Philip right now?
Well, we are we have a nonprofit organization, Awakenings Institute, that is devoted to creating a more loving world. And just with our own backgrounds, we offer programs that are, and there's one, the spiritual guide program, which goes into things like creating those trays and, things that you can do to guide yourself spiritually and others. And then we have one on coaching and healing. We have two programs, and we do other things too. But if you want to know more about us, you can go to gettingthrough.org. It's gettingthru.org/spiritual. And we have some free gifts that you can receive there. Light workers toolkit. we tend to appeal to light workers, and people like those who are here in the Enlightened World Network. So that's a nice place to start. It's a big website. Once you get there, you can just poke around, and there's all kinds of stuff there.
Well, there's decades of information there.
Right.
Yes. Absolutely. Jane, thank you so much for today. I greatly appreciate you and all of the message that you bring to us. And friends, thank you for being here at Enlightened World Network. I can tell you Jane does this all the time. She works through the days of the week, and we've talked about it several times. So I'm pleased that she has brought that to you. The things
I was thinking I had something in mind for next Monday following up. I can't remember what it was, but we'll follow up on this week of intentions on next Monday somehow.
I love it. Well, the nice thing about Enlightened World Network and what we bring to you is things that people are really using in real time. It's the life lessons that they're working on. So we're glad that you're here with us, glad that you're joining us. So take good care. God bless.